Hatsune Miku is back on the Nintendo 3DS with her friends in Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX. Sporting their Nendoroid style, Miku and all of her friends dance and sing their way into the hearts of the players once again. There is a reason why Miku games have been brought over to the United States. She first appeared in Japan with the release of the first Project Mirai game and immediately became a fan favorite. Sega has collaborated with Good Smile Company, who is the popular Japanese figure company responsible for the Nendoroid series, to create the look that Miku and her friends sport in the Project Mirai DX series. If the characters didn't already melt the hearts of the players, their chibi style form is a perfect match for the Nintendo 3DS system and the demographic that it encompasses. Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX is a music game that immediately greets the player with fun-loving aesthetics and a lush library with a copious number of songs to play through. The entire game contains over 40 songs that unlock as the player progresses through the game. During the song selection, a snippet of the song and video are played to offer the player a sneak peek of what to expect. The top screen shows the character singing and dancing to the song and displays the required buttons to tap in rhythm with the song, as can be expected with a rhythm game. As the song plays out, it can be compared to providing the beats for a Miku music video. The player has a choice of utilizing the buttons or tapping on the corresponding letter on the bottom screen. While the letters on the bottom screen were larger to ensure ease of gameplay, it seemed easier and more comfortable to use the buttons themselves. The bottom screen layout contains all of the pertinent information as well, such as a life bar that also displays how far the player has progressed in the song and how much is left. If the player fails to correctly tap out the rhythm with the required buttons, the life meter depletes and the player will have to restart the song. However, after hearing the songs a couple of times, the rhythm comes a little easier. That is, until the focus turns to complete song mastery. Some curveballs are thrown at the player, not only to mix up the gameplay a bit, but they also offer up more of a variety of sounds that add to the song. Long bars of letters are also included, indicating to the player to hold down the required letter. In addition to the button letters, arrows are included and sometimes requested to be pressed simultaneously with the buttons. The arrows are activated by utilizing the directional pad on the Nintendo 3DS. As rainbow bars come up, the left analog is spun in a circular motion. That helps rack up some extra points. This is why it seems more comfortable to use the buttons rather than the bottom touch screen for ease of gameplay. These are the really fun areas of the gameplay because they prove to add more of a challenging feel. Now, speaking of challenging, Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX is not as difficult as other games in the Miku library. However, this allows a rewarding experience for a player of almost any age. It is a perfect game to entertain a young player and offer something different for them to add to their library of games. Whether new to the series or a longtime Miku fan, much fun awaits the player. Since the songs can be played at various difficulties, the hard levels open up as the normal levels are cleared. So, the challenge comes in when going back in to set new records. At the end of each song, a results page displays the overall scores and shows how much SP was obtained, and it compares it against how much was available to achieve. It also displays how many rhythm hits were classified as cool, fine, safe, sad, and even misses. Once unlocking all of the difficulty levels in all of the songs, the lasting appeal comes from the desire of wanting to completely master the songs. Once unlocking all of the songs and their difficulty levels, it is then when the competitiveness truly kicks in, where the players will want to ensure that they beat their friends and even their own scores. Some type of leaderboard amongst friends and top players in general would have definitely been a welcomed addition. Another inclusion that would have been great to see is a practice mode, where really difficult songs can be slowed down at desired sections to enable the player to master it and then put it into action with the entire song. While it is not a necessary inclusion, it would have been a nice extension for the beginners or even the younger players, or even those looking to master every single song. There is an array of various directions taken with the art of the videos. Not only are the characters sporting some insanely adorable outfits that are unlockable once a song is completed, but the settings are equally charming. Some take place on stage, while others contain backgrounds that match the motif of the song. Plus, the songs grow on the player, offering up a gravitational pull back into the game to enjoy the songs and the gorgeous aesthetics. There is much customization waiting to be explored in the game. Not only can many of the costumes be unlocked and purchased at the Mirai Mall, but the homes in which the characters hang out in can be customized with various room items, including figurines from other Sega titles, such as Sonic the Hedgehog, and even Opa Opa from Fantasy Zone. Addictive songs alone will encourage the player to carry their Nintendo 3DS with them everywhere they go. However, the Street Pass and Spot Pass feature adds to the fun in doing so. When another player is met through this feature, their profile card is shared that shows their name and the images they chose to decorate the card with. Players can create their own profile card that displays a message and allows for the creation of a special tune and dance created from preset moves in the dance studio to include in their card. It is fun to listen to the tunes of players that were met along the way, and the same goes for the player-created dances. However, there was no luck in testing this part because the person Spot Pass with did not have a dance added to their card. Players can protect cards of favorite friends so that they remain in the system as well. While hanging out with the characters, Gummy, another character in the game, will visit bearing special gifts for the player. They can be items to be used in the rhythm portion of the game, or even Mirai points from other players that were met by street passing or spot passing to spend at the Mirai Mall. Some of the items that can be used include a no safety zone to up the difficulty, or even an auto spin and recovery to add a little bit of assistance. A Puyo Puyo 39 mode is included for even more gameplay action. This is a minigame that involves creating lines of color in order to beat the other player. Now, it can be played alone or even with a friend using the Nintendo 3DS local play. What makes this mode extra special is that it is played to the beloved songs of the game. This mode is quite addictive on its own, and it offers up even more to the lasting appeal of the game. Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX is a game that definitely demands to be played with many hours of enjoyment that awaits. The game can be played on easier difficulty levels for the beginners and by younger players as well to get them used to what the game entails. But fans of this series may find it a little easier than other games in the franchise. However, that can be accredited to the system it is released on, because it must be noted that the Nintendo 3DS is a perfect fit for a Miku title. The ease of gameplay utilizing the touchpad and the button configurations allow for a more comfortable playthrough that just makes sense. Higher difficulty levels are available for more advanced players, and they will find themselves replaying songs to master them and beat older scores. Many will also find replay value in the fun gameplay that Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX has to offer, not to mention the addictive soundtrack. With many extra features, the game offers lots to do, and the gameplay does not end after all the songs are mastered. There are many modes to visit and spend time in that offer up hours of quality gameplay. All of these ingredients result in a highly recommended game to add to anyone's Nintendo 3DS library upon its release on September 8th. It is also highly recommended to be played using your favorite headphones to further enhance the Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX experience.